so many things going on in your house. Whatever it calls.
Terabytes or gigabytes.
Yeah, whatever it is. Okay.
And we're live again.
The internet here sucks.
Our Wi-Fi won't let us be great. Okay, our Wi-Fi won't let us be great.
And we have Xfinity. Because they say that's... I was told it was my cousin. He's a computer geek.
Yeah, but remember, it's... What do you call it here?
Yeah, over here where we live now, it's digital. We still run ours through the wall. We should probably go digital. Well, we used to have good service at our old houses.
There's a name for it.
But anytime Junior's on his Wi-Fi, we just need more. We need a stronger, whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. We need more Wi-Fi on our Wi-Fi. I don't know what the word is.
Melissa would know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
She'd be like, oh, you blah, 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 blah.
I just know I see the commercials. It'll show like the dad trying to do something to the computer and it shows it's taking forever. And that's because every kid and the mom and everybody's like on their laptops.
Yeah.
Because remember when we got it, they said you get so much whatever a month. That's what we need more of. I just don't know the word. I
thought we had unlimited. Maybe that's her phone.
No, I think we do, but I think when it comes to amount of users at one time, it takes away. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna check.
We don't know. We don't know. We're not smart like that with all that computer jazz. You know,
we know how to get on here, and that's about it.
Yeah. There we are.
I want to know what the time frame is. The lapse. That's what I was talking about.
Like maybe.
Kind of like when you watch football games.
Yeah.
It's like you're 4 or 5 seconds behind what the stadium is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was talking to one of my buddies during a Husker game once, and I would hear the cheer like 5, 6 seconds before I would see it on the TV because of where he was.
Crazy, exactly. Crazy. What's up, everyone?
Now we wait again. We had a good chat going.
We did have a good chat going.
And Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi doesn't want us to be great, right? It's just now 5:59 here. It's just now 6 o'clock here. Mia Faith is next door at her little friend's house playing. Awesome. Yeah, and she's been over there about an hour.
Turn the porch light on.
Yeah, she's been over there about an hour, so.
Seems longer than that. Awesome. She's just now getting used to walking over there by herself and knocking.
Because we stand, of course, at the door. And
that's what her parents do.
Yeah.
But it's usually Andrea coming over here. She's always wants one of us to go with her, and I said no. I should go knock on the door. She walked over there but didn't knock. Then ran back and gave me a hug on the leg, and then ran back over and gave a tiny knock. And I said, "No, baby, you gotta knock loud." Then she ran back over to me and said, "I'm gonna do the best I can." And then ran back over there and gave a good knock. I didn't think she was home. I just remember Andrea left here last night. She said, "Now I'm going to a so-and-so's house tomorrow, and I'm going to be home late." I'm glad I told Mia to go, because at first I told her, I said, "No, Andrea's not home, remember?"
Yeah.
But she really wanted to check, so I said, "We'll go over there."
We don't think she's home, but she can go check.
She was home.
We had a really quiet, nice dinner. Oh my God, we had like fantastic dinner.
Awesome dinner.
Yes, Mommy made good dinner. I made like some steak and cheese tacos or burritos, whatever. Steak and cheese soft tacos with some rice. And they were fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Fan-fucking-tastic. They sure were. They sure were. Where's Colin tonight? What's Colin doing?
Colin's been MIA.
Is he?
I usually get a couple texts from him on the weekends.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll get one every day around noon.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. That's always so foul.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
It's always so funny.
He sends me the most fucking foulest texts. I would never read them to anybody.
Exactly. Collins, Texas. Twisted.
They are, man.
Twisted Collins. How funny.
Cool.
Yeah, we're on. Okay, good.
Hey, Nabdos. What the fuck is it called when you need more Wi-Fi in your Wi-Fi? What I mean by that is I see the commercials, you know, the ones that shows dad trying to do work on his computer and he's like locked out and it's because all his kids and mama and everybody's on the internet. What does that need? You need more of? No, isn't that like on phones and
I don't know.
memory in a computer? I just know we need more Wi-Fi on our Wi-Fi. Because when Junior is on his...
I think we need to switch to it's fiber optic. Is that what it's called? Fiber?
That's what it is over here.
Fiber.
But we still have our old setup where you're into the wall. It's like cable.
So I think that's why it's probably big.
We should probably go fiber optic.
Yeah.
We just need more Wi-Fi on our Wi-Fi.
I think the fiber optic would probably make a big, huge difference.
It probably would.
And I don't know if it's cheaper.
Because, man, we shouldn't have any fucking issues right now. Like I said, our box is right here. I can reach over and touch it. You have no clue. I really thought you would know the answer to that.
I know, I did too. Well, you know, Melissa.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm trying to say. We just... Because I remember even when we talked to the dude, because we did it on the speakerphone. And he said, how many laptops in a row? How many of this? We said this. And he said, oh, this plan is perfect for you. Which usually it is, unless we want to go live. Because usually don't have no problems at night. That's because everybody's sleeping. There's nothing being used.
Yeah, because when I go on my lives late night, I don't ever have an issue. With it disconnecting.
Because I think the phones don't really count unless you had like 100 phones in the house. Phones don't really draw that much from the internet. It's the laptops. Or like when he's doing his Xbox through the internet. Because I'll be sitting out there some weekends watching a movie. And because the Netflix is cable, right? Or internet. I'll be sitting there watching a movie, it'll pause. It starts spinning. And all I do is I look towards the door because then here comes Junior. And then we shut it off, we reset everything, and it comes back on. It sucks when a live gets interrupted.
It does. It's a good life.
It was a good chat going.
I have some live.
The mojo was rolling.
And they get ruined because I'm too far away from the box because I'm out back. So sometimes when I'm out back, same thing. It'll do like it did. Husband connection unstable, blah, blah, blah.
Ours looks pretty good most of the time. But up down here, really shouldn't matter on how many neighbors, because you all have your own. I don't know. I don't want to say signal, because everything has a passcode. Because like some mornings when I'm leaving, when I walk out the back door and I'm plugging my phone in the truck, get my music, I'll get like 7 or 8 surrounding Wi-Fi signals. I always have to pop it off saying no and turn my music on. I don't know. We probably go to fiber optic though.
I was trying to work tomorrow in the morning and didn't get an answer back, so it looks like I'm not working in the morning. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I need to go work in the morning, so it'd be nice if they let me do an 8 to 2 or 9 to 2 even would be perfect for me, because then I'm still gonna do the 2 to 10. So a 9 to 10 would be awesome. That'd be like 13 hours. We'd be all right with that. That would be awesome. But I never got a text back from her, so that kind of sucks.
Kind of takes your spunk away, don't it?
But losing your life.
We were rolling.
We were.
I was sitting there trying to catch up the comments. No offense, Nabdos. You're always a great person to have on.
You're a great commenter.
Don't take that personal.
You have to wait a few minutes so people are like, oh, look. People be scrolling. Who's live? Who's live? Who's live?
It's because Nap isn't bowling tonight.
That's right.
And you're using your internet,
That's right.
which is affecting the signal around the world.
Yeah.
All because of fucking COVID. I don't know. That's what I just told Beck. I said, just because when you lose a live, and it was going. It just kind of.
You just got to stay on here. Just people pop on. Mommy's been trying to, man, I'm almost done editing our Christmas video to post. In fact, I'm going to do that tonight because it's still early. I'm going to post that later here. So watch for a Christmas video and us looking at Christmas lights and what else is on there. Oh, a little clothing haul for her. So at least
never too late.
Nap, you don't have to watch it. Just go give it a thumbs up. Because it's like a 30-minute video. Oh, good for you. Yeah, no thank you. Thank you, no thank you. Thank you, no thank you.
Mine would come out a little bit different than I'll pass.
Thank you, I'll pass.
Mine would come out, fuck you. But the people at my work know. They could have everybody lined up and they would just walk right by me. And my buddy Jake. And my boss Phil and Matt. There's quite a few. But the line of work I'm in, I don't got to worry about them saying, well, you should take it. I don't ever got to worry about that.
I'm very thankful that they don't make it mandatory for us because I'm glad, man, you would.
Then I heard the rumor that they said they were going to, if you got the vaccine, you get your stimulus check. You can take that stimulus check and stick it right in your ass. That's what you can do with your fucking money.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
What was that?
No, a pop-up.
Something.
Yeah, right. You got one, didn't you? Because I think we talked about it. Remember the first stimulus we got? I didn't get it.
Come on, not so much. Mommy did taxes today, though, so thank God I went and did that because needed to get that done. Taxes are something you don't want to put off, and I didn't do last year. I need to get them done.
I got to do mine for
Mommy's
18.
gonna get a cute tattoo on her arm with. I told Daddy we're allowed to do one fun thing. He's allowed one fun thing. I'm allowed one fun thing.
I don't have no fun things.
I don't have no fun.
There's nothing I want.
Oh, there's always something we want. Get you something, cow.
That's just a rumor I heard. I don't know how much truth is behind it. I don't give a fuck either way.
About what?
He said he got his first two. And he said, but if he had to get a vaccine for the third, tell him to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know we're required for flu vaccine. Which is funny because it used to be if you refused the vaccine, you'd have to walk around wearing goggles and a mask the whole time. Nobody wanted to do that. Well, now we're in that anyway. You know what I mean? So can you really refuse the flu vaccine? No, probably not. They're going to make that like a mandatory one. I'm just very glad the other one is not mandatory.
But if you really think about it, just hear me on this. It just shows you what a farce it is. Because it is But I think for all medical, if you're in that field, you have to take the flu shot. You have to.
Mandatory.
It's you have to take the flu shot. So if this was really, really, really that, then why is it not mandatory? Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? The flu is mandatory. So if this is a billion times worse what the flu is, why is it not mandatory? Because that just shows you right there, it's a crock of shit. And why would they have to offer money to take a shot? No one stops thinking about that either.
I know, that's crazy. It doesn't prevent you from catching or spreading.
No, you're gonna grow a fucking eye on the side of your head, an extra finger on the back of your elbow. All kinds of funky shit's gonna happen to you.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't need no tail and shit. You know what I mean? Like, thank you.
Just not doing it.
You.
I don't do the flu shot.
Thank you.
So I sure as fuck wouldn't do this shot.
I don't want to have to do the flu shot. Yeah, man. Like I said, a lot of the really smart nurses who I respect and I adore and love were the ones that denied it. And a lot of, kind of sorry to say, but the dingbat nurses that are not very street smart and not the smartest cookies, okay, they were the ones that took the vaccine. So
the followers or the bosses.
It is what it is.
The ones that probably get. I believe it comes down to, look, if you can get a third of your staff to do it, you get this bonus.
Yeah, probably.
Everything is money generated. Everything.
Yeah.
Yep. I got that shot one time, Nap. And I caught every fucking cold under the sun that year. Everything you can imagine, I caught that year. Never in life would I ever get that flu shot again.
I know one chick at one of my jobs she ended up getting the first round of the vaccine and still turned around and tested positive for COVID. So after she had gotten COVID, like before, you know what I mean? So this is like the second time that.
But now their argument will be, but now she won't die from it.
But again, no symptoms, nothing like that. So.
Just a crock of shit. That's all it is. Yeah. Means nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Means nothing. I need to redo my hair. I'm gonna make it red, y'all. Red. Is that? Oh, I keep thinking, is that our dog? Who's that dog?
Ours is knocked the fuck out right over the left seat.
She is.
Just zapped out.
I'm surprised sometimes she'll be all with her tongue
cute.
hanging out.
I got some pictures of it.
Yeah.
She's pretty famous to fall asleep with her tongue sticking out her mouth.
Hanging out.
And you always want to reach over and, but I never do. I would never disturb her like that when she's sleeping. But it's tempting.
She disturbs us like that when we're sleeping. Okay. I need to go outside and go potty.
And some nights she'd already just been out. But she will sit there in my face, licking you, pawing you, hitting you, just ooh, and you just ooh. Her and I exchange words sometimes at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Believe that.
Hello. I know.
But she's a good dog. If it's not her, it's Mia. If it's not Mia, it's her. One of them is always waking me up. One wants a bottle. One wants to go outside. One wants me to cover her, uncover her. The other wants petted. It's like they tag off.
Did you hear a lot of yelling?
I don't know what it was. I don't really listen like that. I heard something.
It sounded like a bunch of like yelling.
Maybe there's a street fight.
Maybe. We in the ghetto.
Just keep it away from my truck.
Why? It doesn't matter anymore with your window broken out.
No, it really doesn't.
Mike's window on his truck got broken out over here.
Yep. It's okay.
So yeah, that sucks. We don't have the money to fix it. Not right now. So Mikey put a tarp because you have to have something because it's cold here in Colorado and now we really can't drive it. So
There's nothing in there to steal.
nothing.
I got a car seat and a phone charger and a $2.98 cup holder in the front seat.
Yeah.
I mean, someone could take my stereo, but yippee skippy. But there's nothing in there. Nothing.
Which sucks because they will take the stereo, you know what I mean? I know. It's ridiculous, but they will rip that stereo out and take it.
They will.
Thank you
If they
so
want it.
much.
If they want it.
Just like you has been like with the whole, if it wasn't nailed down, I'd be taking it. If it wasn't nailed down, he'd be stealing it back in the day, huh? No, you're good. Nap said, when did that happen? What were we just talking about, Nap?
The glass.
The what?
My window.
Oh, God. Like, been like maybe 2.5 weeks now that we've noticed.
Yeah, but that's.
So
but
maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago?
No, because I hadn't driven it for 2 weeks when I found it. And the way it sits in front of the house like that, you can't see the window. So I have no idea how long it was broke.
You can see the sign.
I went to take Danielle home one night and had the kids and Danielle standing right there because I get in the passenger side first, put my stuff in, put Mia in.
Yeah.
And when I put the stuff on the seat and I come back, I caught something and I was like, is that fucking frost on my window? Because it wasn't that cold that night. As I'm looking at the window, it all made sense. I saw the big hole on the other side, and then it was just all. So I said, well, we're not going anywhere. I said, the first bump I hit, it's going to go. It went when I shut the door to come back in the house. That's when it all caved in.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks, husband. Sorry.
What do you do?
Stupid window. Who needs a windshield?
So I don't know, probably a month maybe.
Yeah.
But it was because when I found it, it'd been about 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks since I'd last driven it. And we don't use the front of the house. We park everything's through the back of the house.
The only thing we do is let Tiny Girl and Mia in and out.
Or let the dog out or check the mail. We can sit on the porch all day. You won't see it because the way the truck window sits. You just went in. When I leave in the morning, it's dark. Because when I go out the alley, when I'm at the corner, we're 3 houses up. I see my truck, but you're not gonna notice it. And then some days, every once in a while, when I come home, I'll drive by my truck going like this, turn, but I'm not paying attention, man. I don't know.
We don't know exactly when they're going to broken out. But.
And that's what it is, Napdos. What'd you say?
I said, so we don't know exactly when.
We don't. Except, my neighbor, and because him and I talked about this the other day. When we had that little creeper creeping around our house, my daughter was here. I was over talking to Lewis about it. And he'd made a comment. He said, man, we look out for each other here. He said, there was one night about 8:30. He was looking out the door. He said it looked like a kid standing over by my truck, like fucking around. And he'd come out the door and he said, hey. And the kid went running. Could have been right then. He could have just broke it. And that's when Lewis walked out. Actually, I think it's Luis. I keep calling him Lewis.
Is there a rock inside your...
No, there's no rock. So that's why it got hit with something. So it's all right. It could have been that night, which would have made that be sitting there about 3 weeks. It sat there broken, me not knowing. Is that horrible? I don't think it's horrible.
Oh, there's the kids.
And there's the girls. We can hear them.
Mommy will get...
Bella, where you going, stupid? She's to the bedroom. We're coming, honey. Hello, sweet girl. Did you have fun? Yeah. Yay. I see.
I go to Instagram.
Did you have a good day today?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Like your shirt.
Thank you. It's kind of like a shirt.
Kind of is.
Oh, yeah.
You guys gonna go play? Or did you just come over here to both sit down and play with your phones? Yes, the boss is back, but luckily the other little boss is with her, so they keep each other entertained. Andrea is so cute. She is a pretty little girl.
Exactly.
Sweetheart.
Both the bosses.
They're about a year apart.
The boss is back. She so is. Ooh, Mama had to let the dog out. And it's a little chilly out there. Yes, honey, it's a little cold. It's a little cold here in Denver tonight. Oh, sorry. Make you paranoid.
No, never gonna make it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to get up to lock the door.
You never make it easy.
Yeah.
I have no clue what I just looked at.
The
They like me showing you
boss
some.
is back.
They would like me showing you a clutch back saying, son, look at the teeth on this. They're worn down. You're gonna look at me and go, what? What is that? It's dirty. Get it away from me.
Yeah, because God forbid you get your man and get your hands dirty. Right? Even though that's what men should
I
be
always
doing,
have
getting their
stained hands.
dirty. Yeah.
I missed my stained hands.
Yes. Daddy said he had pussy hands in prison. He'd get
I had straight
blisters
bitch hands.
for mopping.
Yeah, man, I fucking
Floor.
mopped the OM one day. And I had like blisters here, and I was like, what a fucking
From
bitch I
mopping.
am now. Because I'm not doing what I do every day.
Yeah.
It was pitiful. Pitiful.
What is that?
Yeah, I
Oh, I can't have the. Oh, awesome. Hey, I can't have that in there.
Yeah, you got to play the music in your room. Okay, because it's on a live.
Yeah.
Even though I think that's more of a tune, I don't know. Doesn't really, but then I don't know music.
Yeah, God forbid we get a copyright for it. You know?
That's why I like TikTok. I can play whatever I want.
I like Instagram and TikTok. I
And you know what's
Instagram,
cool?
I can play anything on Instagram.
It will automatically find what song, because there is like, you can pick music from TikTok. I don't. I play music off my phone in the background when I'm doing a video. But it recognizes it and it automatically puts who the singer is. So it's really cool.
That is cool.
Only one acre pain? You're still doing good then.
I know.
My biggest thing right now, dude, is my hands and my shoulders. The one I got operated on, that's just always sore. But I'm starting to have a lot of pain in this one, man. But it's my hands. They're getting bad.
Starting to do all that where they pop and
Where they
they
like,
get stuck,
see that?
they clinch, they lock, you know what I mean?
How
They
it-
lock.
Pops in and locks.
Yeah.
But now when this one locks, every now and then when I'm working, I'll be wrenching, I'll hit it wrong. Because when it's this finger, but when it goes down, it's stuck. Now some nights I wake up
Yeah.
and
Break
it's,
it
and it hurts. I'm laying here like this, Napdos, and I'm rubbing it, and it'd be this finger. And I'm just kind of sitting there,
open,
and I
lock it back
and I'm just like, cause I gotta go wham, and
Top of the-
it hurts, but it's like immediate relief. But at work, it's only happened maybe 2-3 times. I'll be doing something and I just happen to hit it just right, and it'll. And then I gotta stop, and I'm just.
Or he'll like lose control completely of his hand. Like,
That happens a lot. It gets real irritating. Coffee, keys, holding a wrench or a socket. I'll be holding or walking, and it just drops out of my hand.
Yeah.
But one thing I've noticed when I have heavy stuff in my hand, because I talked to my boss about this, and I told him, I said, but man, when I'm carrying something heavy, they've never given. So I don't know if it's maybe after a certain weight, I don't know, my hands are tuned in. You know, if that makes sense.
No, I think it's like a certain nerve is hit
Maybe.
just right, and it makes you, you know what I mean, like completely flinch and open that hand, like lose control
Maybe.
for half a second. You know what I mean?
Because anytime I'm dealing with something real heavy, I've never lost it. It's always just the light stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope they can help too, but there really ain't a lot for rheumatoid. You can get a cortisone shot, but to me, that's a waste because it barely even lasts 30 days. And you can't get them. I think you only get them once, maybe twice a year in that area. It's not something you can just like go back every 30 days and get. But we'll see. And if it turns out not to be rheumatoid and something else, maybe, I don't know. But it's arthritis, so there's no question. They just want to know which one. But rheumatoid is the one that's big in my family. But it's always been 95% all the women. The only male in my family I knew who had it was my Uncle Bobby. That was it. He's the only male that ever got it. My biological dad, I don't know what runs on. I don't know. But everybody, even my sister has it now. She's got rheumatoid real bad.
Alzheimer's running in your family. No? You
No,
know about your dad's side.
none. Like my grandpa got it. But you know the way my mom and my aunt used to explain it, it was they tried to say he had like early stages of it, but it wasn't until after the fucking chemo. He went through one round of chemo because he was gonna, and it fucked him up. That's when his head went wacky. So the family believes it was the chemo. But I don't know. He was the only one in the whole family who ever tried it. But he's the one who set the bar. Because I remember all my aunts that got it, cancer, they all just let it take them. I mean, I think they took like, whatever pain meds they'll give you to try to help you, whatever, go through it. Because I remember when I saw my Aunt Vivian, and she was at the very end of hers, and you just knew this woman was fucking hurting. But it was at a wedding. It was a family wedding. She smiled and laughed the entire day. And it wasn't a case of, oh, she was having a good day, because there was no good days at this point. But you would never have known it. That's how tough she was. Because if I ever got it, I'm not doing chemo. Oh, no. No.
I know.
Not doing it. Give me a bunch of morphine sticks or whatever it is they give you. And just get through your days.
Daddy's so funny. Daddy been talking about getting high.
I do. I want to get high.
I tell the boss every day, come on now.
Every day.
Come on, Phil.
Every fucking day when he says, how you doing? I said, I'd be doing a lot better if I had a blunt. I say it every day to him. And every day he's like, Mike, it's not my choice. That's what I tell him, man. Get Uncle Joe on the phone. Because Joe's the owner. I said, get Uncle Joe over here. Let's have a talk. I said, I'll start it. I said, this old man needs to go home and be able to take 1 or 2 hits just so I can relax. So my body doesn't fucking hurt. I'm not going to get high at work before I go to work. But some nights, it'd probably be every night. Just come home, take 1 or 2 just because I honestly believe it would just It would help just with all this pain, man. Because, brother, there's some nights I'm just... Now, tonight I'm real sore, but I think I'm fatigued. Because I went to bed late. I got up hella early. And yesterday was a hard day.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a busy day.
Yeah.
But a good old hit off. I don't want no fucking pen. I want a joint. I want a big, fat joint. That's what I want.
Daddy want to smoke.
I just think it would help. I
think
do.
that'd be so
Or
fun to
maybe
take camping
I'll
and
start
take
smoking
them
it
up.
and it won't do nothing. I might be like, yeah, I don't really like this. I think I will like it, but I don't know. I could, but here's where it gets conflicted. One, I have a CDL. I'm not a truck driver, but I need a CDL to drive my truck. And if I were to get in a wreck, regardless of my fault, if it's in my system, one, I'm going to lose my job because of insurance purposes. I don't know. I don't think I can get sued, but that's where a lot of companies get you in Colorado. Just because it's legal on the state side, the Fed side, it ain't. But there's still a lot of state sides of it, like with your CDL.
I know that.
You can't, if you have a medical card, you can't get a CDL. So it's catch-22. But I bring up this, I brought it up to Phil because, hey, we have drunks in our company. There's drunks in every company. But my point is always this. I said, a company can hire someone that, okay, whatever anybody's version of a full-blown drunk is, it varies. But nonetheless, that guy who goes home every night after work, drinks, comes into work the next day, you still smell it on him. That's okay. But by God, you better not smell like grass. It makes no sense to me. And then you know the ones that work for you. I mean, look at my buddy Austin. When he was drinking, he was that employee. There were some mornings he'd have to come in, go outside and walk laps around our yard to still try to sober up. Companies will turn their head on the alcoholic. But man, if you even say, man, I like to smoke grass, man, you're Satan himself. That makes no sense to me. None. It's just fucking weed.
Party girls that, you know what I mean? Party hard. You go in and at the nursing homes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get drunk all night, but you go to the nursing home and you put some oxygen on and you know, have some oxygen for a little bit. Man, take your headache away. Take your, you know what I mean? It's just like that shot of oxygen. That's how
but
you
by God,
get the headache out.
Do not smoke a joint.
I know.
It makes no fucking sense to me.
Mike doesn't want to take no pain pills though.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, I want to do pills. Yes, honey. Your phone's right here.
She's giving it to you now, silly.
We're playing.
Here. You guys are just playing.
Playing.
Go play.
Be nice, Kate.
You can't play the music out here, honey.
Yeah, you can't play that music.
Go play.
Go on. Go. Like, oh, you can't play that. Yes, yeah.
But I always notice on around day when they have umpteen amount of days in a row with each other, which why wouldn't you? Especially because they both have the same attitude in a lot of ways. Both can be real bossy.
Yeah.
And both of them are very, 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 very spoiled. They're both very beautiful. They're both just
very spoiled.
So I'm surprised they can make it 3-4 days in a row.
Yeah.
But we're hitting that time now where it's, you know, nerves start clashing. It's awesome.
They didn't take a nap.
Someone other than us can push her buttons.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Just like my kids. They're always in that phone. It is. They're always. This one over here on
None of you probably even knew he'd been sitting there for over an hour, did you?
Yeah.
Just been sitting here.
Yeah.
But you would never know he's here.
Yeah, you would never know anything. Let me tell you, the other day when I brought him to the doctor's office, do you remember? I'm sitting in the room looking down the hallway at this dingbat, still standing at the like where you take your weight and stuff, standing against the wall because he didn't notice that we had left. You know what I mean? They're all
How'd you not notice
everybody's
Mama
like
walked
standing
away?
there like watching for him. Like the lady's like, you know what I mean?
I just said, you'll be all right there. We'll catch him on the way back.
I should have. I should have just left him there. So,
And he probably wouldn't have known.
exactly.
You'd have
Until
walked
I
back up
would've
to him and
came back.
said, don't you have a doctor's appointment? I've already done it. You did?
You took forever. I've been standing here forever. I know.
They do.
It's good for the winter months, but summertime they got to get some.
And Mia
outdoor
likes to
time.
be outside. During the
Ooh,
summer,
love outdoor time. Love
our
outdoor
summertime is
Wait for
usually
outdoor.
when I get home, we go straight to the front. Some nights I don't even make it in the house until 8 or 9.
You'll pick it on the floor.
I go jump the fence because I don't want to get all my work clothes off. I walk around the house, jump the fence, we come out here, eat our dinner, the kids play, and then we all just, that's how we do it. And Mia likes that. If it was just a little bit better of a situation, I'm not saying because it's a dangerous neighborhood. There's just the yard is close. It's such a busy fucking street, and I'm not gonna let her back in the house in an alley by her. You know what I mean? But she loves being outside. She would pick outside before she'd pick up the phone. And
Any day.
that's what I don't want her to lose.
Yes, we don't want it to become vice versa, where she'd rather pick up the phone than go outside. You know what I mean? We don't want it to become vice versa.
Fatigue.
Are you?
My eyes don't look so stoned tonight, though. When I get tired, I look stoned. Sometimes drunk. There's been some times we've been on here during our lives. And I keep telling everybody, look, man, I'm not stoned up because they'll be like this.
Or he'll be falling asleep.
Oh, yeah. There was a couple lives ago. We were laughing the next day watching it because Mama left me alone with y'all. She was doing something. She did.
Dog, I think.
And I'm sitting here, and when she come back, and I said, because I remember on the video, I kept going, I did it again, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, when
that would be telling me.
because when I start going, my eyes are like this. They start because I'm trying to fight it so hard. But I remember at one point, what was it, like 10 seconds?
Yeah, you're like nodded out.
One time I was just, and then I come up, and I'm like, I did it again, didn't I? And she come in, I was like, man, you can't leave me alone late at night on this thing. I kept falling asleep on everybody. I'm just that guy. When I get that tired, if I'm not up and moving and doing something, I always remember the one night when me and Beck first met. Because even at that time, she's always been the night owl. And I was so determined to stay up and talk to her. We were in the living room. I went and got a kitchen chair because, kitchen chairs aren't that comfortable. Sat it down.
It was a non-comfortable.
Sat in that kitchen chair right in front of her on the couch. And I put a dip in because I was like, we're going to stay up and talk. And I fucking nodded out, man.
To stay up with me.
I nodded out right in that chair with a dip in, man. I've just never been a night owl. Every now and then I have those fluke moments. Me and Mom be sitting here, be like 11:30, and I'm like, I'm still going, Mama. I'm still awake.
I'm doing pretty good.
It's a rarity, but it does happen.
It sucks because I'm always like, oh, try and make it, you know what I mean? When I get home from work at 10:15, 10:30. And 9 out of 10 times he's not able to, which is fine because then, he only gets like 4 hours of sleep anyway. So, but.
I was up last night.
So when we have visiting hours.
I was up last night.
For just a minute though.
But I was up.
Yeah.
Because I had woken up right before she got home. Because I talked to Mom at lunch. It was around 8.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Mia's sitting here with me. I'm on the couch. That's all I remember. I remember hanging up with her. That's it.
And
But I
then-
woke up. I had a dip in. And I was choking and coughing on it because, I might be sleeping, but the dip is still making juice. But it finally woke me up and I had
That's
this,
nice.
I had a gnarly taste in my, so I had to get up and rinse and brush my teeth. But I was up. It doesn't matter how I was up. When she walked in the door, I was like, hi, Mama. But then I was out pretty quick after that.
You were.
But the point is, I made it.
Yeah.
I just get up
Enough
so
to say
early.
hello, give me a kiss, and go back to bed.
You figure right now I've been up since
I'm
2
not
o'clock
thinking.
this morning.
Yeah.
And I have to get up at 2 o'clock again.
Yeah.
Love my early morning starts. I love them. I do. It's my time to rock. I'm the only one out there at the job site, and it's just peaceful.
What time is it? What's the time you go home? What, 7:15?
6:43. Actually, she always comes and gets her. That's why when they go over there, I make it a point to go get Mia. Yeah, I'm wondering about this. Have a good night, Napdos. Hey, man,
Bye,
dig that tat,
Nap.
homeboy.
Yes, that's a nice piece now.
Of course, you know where I'm at over here. It's a little bit more like that, buddy, but it's okay. We're still good, homie. Have a good night, man. Sorry you didn't get a bowl tonight. I know you love your bowling. But hopefully COVID will
subside.
They'll attack the arcades next week and they'll reopen the fucking bowling alley.
Or maybe the porn stores next week.
Yeah, let's go do the porn store.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night, homeboy. We will
Bye
see you next
now.
time, dog.
Later. No, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm just bummed. We had a good fucking live going.
I know. I know.
And the internet goes cock on and it loses its.
I know.
Oh, that's a nice
Yeah,
piece he
our
got though.
Wi-Fi won't let us be great. That is nice. I wonder how much that cost him.
See, I'm so bad at guessing because tattoos are cheaper now.
150? Are they?
Yeah, like my back piece that I got.
What about color?
I don't know. I don't do
'Cause
color.
I want color.
I don't even think really color's involved in that. It's the piece,
Yeah.
it's the outline, it's the detail. Because that back piece I got was $800, and that was a lot of money that was 1986.
That is a lot of money.
That was a lot of money in 1986.
Like that.
But today, it wouldn't be close to that. It's just
Really?
like anything else. When it becomes very popular, now there's
Yeah.
competition. Because
Yeah.
I've seen people and they'll tell what they paid, and now you still have your top artists out there that people want them to work on them. Well, now you're paying for that name.
Yeah.
Hey, so and so did this. So now,
Yeah.
so they make their money.
Which is a good thing too.
It
you know
is.
what I mean?
It
That's
definitely
a way
is.
to build your business.
But tattoos are so common now.
And
Tattoos
client
weren't
base.
not something kids did.
Yeah.
I had 2 schools I couldn't go to school at because I already had tattoos.
Tattoo.
Or I'd have to stay in a sweatshirt and coat all day. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure it's changed. Everybody has tattoos. Kind of sucks. I dig it,
Excited.
but I used to like it because we were a small percentage of them. People saw tattoos, they automatically thought so many things. Oh, he's a criminal. Because I never got no color in mine. Mine have always been done straight ink. Should we go, Mama?
Yes, Daddy. Daddy's tired.
Getting there.
Okay.
For everybody was at the very first live of this. You guys were awesome. When you lose your connection and then you're off for a minute, you're trying to reconnect, you just lose but it happens. But Napdos is our ride and die. He will pop into every one. Sometimes it's even only for 2-3 minutes. I remember one night he was doing it back and forth. Sorry, it was my turn to bowl. I'm up. It's my turn to bowl. He was sticking in our live while he was at the bowling alley bowling. That's pretty kick-ass.
Pretty righteous now. Awesome.
Everybody have a good night.
If you're watching this later and you haven't, go and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this later and you haven't, go and either give us a thumbs up or give us a thumbs down. We don't care.
We don't care.
We don't care.
Thumbs up is always better,
Thumbs up is
but a
better.
thumbs down
Yeah,
still shows you watched it.
that's right.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Peace. Bella starts barking.
I know.
It's like she knows we're ending it.
I know.